The city of Newport is scrambling. Filings with the city indicate the Department of Homeland Security could install an ICE detention center at the municipal airport.
As Fox 12's Julia Lopez reports, local fishing families are fighting the move, fearing the consequences could be deadly.
This quiet coastal airport could soon become home to ICE operations, as Newport's fishing industry is worried that changes already coming to the Coast Guard could make their seas less safe.
This is going to affect everyone, the survival of anyone who goes out on the ocean in the central coast of Oregon.
The Newport fishermen's wives represent generations of fishing families, the backbone of Newport's economy. The group formed in the 1980s to advocate for a rescue helicopter. They were successful, and it's lived at the Newport Municipal Airport ever since.
We have everyone we love is on the sea here December 1st.
But with less than a month before Dungeness crab season, they're learning, along with everyone else, the Department of Homeland Security appears poised to establish an ICE detention facility at the airport. On October 30th, the Coast Guard helicopter they fought for was quietly moved to a facility in North Bend.
And I was like, no way, they're not going to do that. They can't do that. It's not legal.
They've sued the federal government for trying to move the helicopter before and won. But now they can't even get a phone call returned.
We rely on the Coast Guard, and they're our last hope.
They say most cold water rescue calls are made in December, not just for crabbers and fishers, but anyone at sea. The Coast Guard also rescues loggers and hikers on the mountains, but now they estimate even the quickest rescues would take 30 minutes.
And we don't want to put on more funerals.
Yeah.
They're backed by legislators who learned about the Department of Homeland Security's possible intent through contractor filings and job postings, including for detention officers. State Representative David Gomberg called the helicopter relocation a matter of life and death, adding in a statement, quote, "This isn't how good or honest government operates, and we aren't going to tolerate it." In a letter demanding an explanation from DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, Senators Wyden and Merkley and Representatives Bonamici and Hoyle wrote, "Reassigning Coast Guard assets or establishing ICE facilities in Newport would be deeply misguided and should not move forward without full transparency and consultation with local officials." Regardless of what unfolds at the federal level, with families and an entire town dependent on crab season, boats are hitting the seas on December 1st.
These guys go out and risk their lives for their families every single day, and they're not going to change that because there isn't a helicopter. We're just going to bury more of them.
City leaders are meeting with the community at a public comment meeting this evening at 6 o'clock. Fox 12's Leslie Dominique will keep you updated on air and online with the latest. Reporting from Newport, Julia Lopez, Fox 12 Oregon.
We have reached out to both Homeland Security and ICE to confirm plans for the new facility, but we have yet to hear back.